Good afternoon to Facebook Live. It's Pinhole Quilting. We're at our Pershore showroom. That's me, Liz and Pete, who's just turned the lights on, even though it's beautifully bright in this showroom. We're going to turn the brights on. Life's so bright, you got to wear shades, right? And it is going to be very bright this week. We just looked at the long range weather forecast, and goodness, it's going to be a hot one. I wonder if it will still be that hot when we have Festival of Quilts, which is coming up imminently. I think actually that there are less than 24 hours in a day the closer we get to Festival of Quilts. And we kind of go, okay, we've got to do this, 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 and oh, we're here. That's sort of what happens. But, you know, being optimists, we think, yes, we can do this, that, and everything else. So we've got lots of help this year. And we're looking forward to an even bigger stand than we had in 2019. We had a small one last year because it was just as COVID was just coming out. It was the first show. Festival of Quilts was the very first show to be at the NEC after COVID. So, you know, it was a bit of a big deal, to say the least. In fact, it was quite funny driving around the NEC, seeing all the old posters from 2019, 2020 when we were driving, bands that never played. It was kind of spooky. But anyway, here we are. Pete's having a look at the Facebook to make sure it's all going. I presume it is. Good. And I know a lot of people are watching it on catch-up because it's more convenient for some people, but it's always lovely if you can interact. And if you're watching, just put in who you are and where you're from. It's great to hear from you. Now, in terms of interaction, there's going to be a lot more at Festival of Quilts. And at Festival of Quilts, there will be, I've got a list here, because one of the nice things that we've found in the past about Festival is, okay, there's me and Pete and various other people are coming from Handy Quilter. But what's lovely is if you can connect with some of our existing owners, because there's nothing like having someone who's been in your position and is looking at a long arm and they're thinking, yeah, they were there with you, you know, where you are now, maybe 2, 3 or even longer years ago. So we've got some really lovely customers, and we thank each and every one of them for helping us at our Pinhole Quilting stand. So that is, I better not miss anybody out. Yeah, we've got Derek, who's got an Avanti and Amara, and we've got Linda, obviously, she's also a customer too, as well as being our ambassador and educator. Abigail's a customer, but she's also an educator because she was an Avanti owner and then Amara with Pro Stitcher. These are all customers. We've got Graham, who's an Amara with Pro Stitcher customer. We've got Carolyn, who's an Amara owner, and Carol, who's a Moxie owner. And the latest person to join us, which we're delighted about, is also Jackie, who's also known as the Stumpy Quilter, and she has an Amara too. Now what that means is that all of those people would have kind of gone, wow, okay, I'm looking at a long arm, where do I start? So rather than us saying, yeah, they're all fantastic, you know, they're going to give you the lowdown and show you, get you excited about having a play on the long arm machine. So just come up, roll up, have a go, chat to the people, the folks that you find there, and they're sure to be able to help you. Now, the other thing is that we've got a couple of our engineers there, so that's going to be Derek and Alan. They're also our engineers, and we've got a number of engineers around the country who will be able to help as well in the event of you purchasing a Handy Quilter and needing installation if Pete and I don't do it. So, you know, the support is also very important. Talking of which, well, actually, should we just, is there anything, Pete, for you to say, or am I just going to keep...
Well, let's say hello to a few people, okay, shall we? We've got Di Bell, first online.
Hi, Di. Always good to have you on board. I hope it's nice and warm down in Bristol.
And we seem to be changing the sleeping habits of certain people, because Myri in Darwin in Australia has stayed up very late, especially to watch us.
Oh, that's fantastic. I bought my my car. I think I've mentioned before, Myri. Yeah, up in Darwin. I love Darwin. The only problem is the sea looks wonderful, but you can't really swim there at certain times of the year because of the box jellyfish. And I had some amazing experiences at Kakadu, including breaking down in a river bed level crossing. Yeah, and 30 seconds later, a guy turned up with a tow truck. It was amazing. Okay.
We've got Marianne in London making Ender star blocks today.
Well, that's wonderful.
I hope they do come to an end. Marianne.
You're starry-eyed, Marianne, and yes, hopefully they do come to an end, and that you make a quilt.
And
but you'll be able to quilt it on your lovely Amara.
And Sally up in Scotland is with us as usual, and we have holidaymaker Pauline, who's in Ontario, Canada.
The wonderful Pauline, who is sorely missed here. Pauline, I've been winding some of those fabrics that you cut for me. Okay, I haven't got the drill bit out, but I've been winding them using my what's it called, socket set. My socket set, and I've got 4 of those 4 frames already done, pre-going to festival. So thank you very much, Pauline, for all your hard work before you left. Enjoy your sojourn, your lovely trip, your lovely holiday with your family in Canada. Where is it? Is it Ontario?
Ontario, yes.
Ontario, fantastic.
And Carol Watson, hi Carol, look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, so Carol's one of the people who will be assisting on our stand. Now, it's interesting because Carol was doing some wonderful free motion quilting. And I mean, aside from the fact that she came and she did some classes with us and she did Linda's classes, she's also done a number of classes with some of the people who offer online training too. And in the classroom, I just spoke to Carol today. Thanks very much, Carol, taking my call. And we will have some of Carol's quilts to show you. If you're interested in a Moxie, you can see the kind of things that you can achieve with a Moxie. Carol has done some absolutely beautiful work. She hit the ground running. I mean, I'd seen on her gallery, on her phone when she came for the Linda Jackson class, some of the things she'd done on her sit down, which absolutely blew me away. In fact, I shared them with Pauline and just went, take a look at that, because I was so impressed. Anyway, Carol has gone from strength to strength, and recently, when we did our first batch of Pro-Stitcher lights, Carol had one of them, and she said, this is one of the things about Pro-Stitcher, until you actually get it, you don't really know whether you're going to sort of love it or kind of find it difficult or whatever. She absolutely loves it. And I think, Carol, I'm right in saying you've done 5 or 6 quilts using the Pro-Stitcher light, which is wonderful achievement, and we're delighted that you're assisting us on our stand at Festival of Quilts. Because again, it's just so useful to have someone who's actually purchased the system and knows what it's like.
And just a couple more people.
Okay.
Nikki
cool.
Ellis.
Hi, Nikki.
He's local
Nikki,
to
just
us.
down the road.
Jackie.
Yeah, I saw a beautiful. There's a beautiful quilt, the Stars quilt. You might not have seen it. It might have been on the Pershall group. Yeah, but it could have been on the Pershall group. I can't remember.
And we've got Jackie from Leamington Spa. I'm not sure you've joined us before, Jackie, but
okay.
You're very
Hi, Jackie.
welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And final one, Cheryl from Lincolnshire. Hope you're getting on well with your new machine, Cheryl.
Oh,
there we are.
Was that last week's installation, Pete?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Cheryl, on your new machine, and we hope you enjoy using it. We've got, that's a really, really beautiful one you've got there. It's nicely run in, isn't it, Pete?
Yep.
Yep. And we think you'll really enjoy that machine.
So, hello to everybody else. Can't name everybody. It'd be a very boring afternoon, wouldn't it?
But, whether we name them or not.
Welcome. We know almost all of them.
Yes. This is the great thing about having the showroom, is that we can get people to come here and you can share this space with other long armers, handy quilter long armers. And it's one of the benefits of getting a handy quilter, is connecting with those other people. And actually, Festival of Quilts is going to be one of those places where you'll be able to meet up with some of those. I just think it's great when people come on the stand, they go, oh, hi. It's like old friends just joining up again. And I know there'll be a few people coordinating their trips this year. In fact, where you were this week, Pete.
Scunthorpe.
Thank you. No, I knew that. I just can't remember the name all the time. Scunthorpe, and the lady that Pete saw, whose name now escapes me, Pete.
Jenny.
Sorry, Jenny. I know your mum really well, Heather. Heather is coming up to stay with local customer, Sharon. And I think, are they going with Pauline? Pauline, are you going with Sharon and Heather? They've all known each other forever.
Pauline's on holiday for the whole month.
Oh, of course she is. She's not going to festival. God, just said that. Okay. Anyway, you're going to meet up with. Let's stop playing with my pen. You're going to meet up with Sharon, and so Jenny is the daughter of Heather, and Heather's had a Sweet 16 for ages, but she persuaded Sharon, I think, what a nice machine it was as well. So she's got a sit-down long arm and an Amara. There you go. No, nothing to stop you having a sit-down and a stand-up. Well, we've got some fantastic customers, and as I said, we just love meeting up with you at Festival of Quilts. So let's talk a little bit more about Festival. The thing about Festival is we would like to encourage some of our existing customers who perhaps going to be so busy taking classes, looking at the quilts and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe even buying fabric.
Maybe even buying fabric, because you never have enough, right? She who dies with the most fabric wins. Yes. And that is the thing. You don't need to carry all that stuff around, because the week before Festival and the week of Festival, we've got a superb offer for you. Stop playing with your pen. To say that if you order over £50 worth of goods on our handyquilter.co.uk site, you will get your order post-free. Fabulous. And we've got a Festival offer. So that includes things like glide threads, but we've got a lovely thread box here.
So that's starting tomorrow and will run all week.
Yep, all week.
All Festival week.
All Festival week.
And all the week after.
And all the week after.
So that means you don't have to cart things around like this thread box at Festival, because this is the same offer that we will be having at Festival.
Yep. So talking about Glide Thread Club, we've packaged these now in a bag. This one's fuchsia. And you'll be able to see these on our stand. We'll have a main stand, which will be divided up into an area where you can test drive our long arms, and an area where you can purchase things from our shop. So there'll be glide thread, Cindy Needham stencils, and full line stencils. And we've got the lovely Denise, who I used to work with at the Cotton Patch. And Denise, many of you will be familiar with Denise. She used to do a lot of the shows. Wife of Alan, our engineer. You see, it's a small world. And Denise will be working in the shop. And we'll have demonstrations in the shop as well. So we'll be doing things like demos of full line stencils and panda pencils and various other things. So come along, have a demo. One of the people doing the demonstration is Joy Edgington. She was on Sewing Street for a while, Sewing Quarter, and she teaches in Solihull. So many of you will know her, or you'll be familiar with her anyway. This is Mermaid. Oh, Mermaid. That was the one I made for showering, wasn't it?
So these are pre-packaged, 9 pre-selected colours in each collection. And you save 20% by buying them that way.
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird, yes.
Hummingbird. So we got those. They're always at a special price anyway. We discount those because it's 9,000 metre glide threads. And we love the glide thread. We use it a lot on our sewing machines, on our handy quilters. Now, we got these back in because we have so many people when we ran out of stock saying, have you got any more of those? Well, I love mine. I've had mine for many years, and I fill them up with lovely, gorgeous threads. And then everybody plays with them when we're doing the classes. So what we've done is we've teamed up the Super Satchel thread box, which will store loads of these beautiful glide 1,000 metres. They fit.
You can get 40 glide threads in one box.
You can get 40 glide threads in one box. And this includes the 10 most, I think these are 10
not most popular.
Oh, no.
10 popular colours. So these are not one of the thread clubs.
Nope.
But they are 10 of our popular colours that are really suitable for many of your projects, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to then have just 10 threads, and then you can fill it with the ones you've already got, right? Perfect. And it has a neat little carry handle, so you can take it to class. Excellent. Brilliant. Brilliant. Where am I going to put that? I'm going to put that over here.
Give it to your assistant.
Oh, I like it there. Can I leave it there?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Right, so that was the Super Satchel offer. We have got a superb offer on that. That will be save £10 and free postage. £10 and free postage on the normal price. So that will be 58, right? Instead of 68. 58 instead of 68.
Normally it'd be 68 plus £5 postage, and you can get it for the next 3 weeks for £58 instead of 73.
Fantastic. Make a nice gift, actually.
Buy
some point.
Yeah, don't forget these threads work perfectly well on domestic machines too.
They do. at Festival, we will have a display of a 1,000-meter glide, and we're going to have a whole load. We're going to have all our 5,000s, aren't we? Wow. Oh, I haven't posted the picture yet, Pete, of the glide thread order arriving. 2 pallets worth of glide thread. These are just 2 of the gorgeous.
We have bought in so much glide thread. Please come and buy some.
Yeah. Pete's going to be really, really disappointed.
Otherwise we have to bring it all back again.
I know. That'd be really sad. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is safety orange. We'll be wearing that on setup day. And that is haze, which is how we'll feel at the end of 4 days. Okay. Just makes it up on the fly, she does. Okay. The other thing is, I wanted to talk about these samples. There is a reason why I put these samples out here, these beautiful samples. I said, oh, modest as always, AP. A few of these are mine. Now, this is, some of these are Pro Stitcher, the pink Pro Stitcher. The white and green are not Pro Stitcher. We've got some classes coming up. So one of the nice things about Handy Quilter is that they really focus on education, and we took that concept and ran with it with this fabulous showroom that we have here. In fact, it was always my ambition to have this high apex, big teaching space that we would be able to have a whole load of long arms in. I think I pretty much visualized this and it came to fruition. And yeah, we've been here, I think we said 4 years, didn't we? 4 years in this space, and there's about 14 long arms here. And we've just launched another batch of workshops that you'll be able to book this afternoon. There's another day of foundation, which I had put on the Handy Quilter website previously. So there's the 8th, 9th and 10th now of November. That's for your foundation workshops. And the 8th and 9th are the foundation that comes if you've purchased a long arm from us. You might have purchased a new one. And for those of you who've purchased through our Pre-Loved Long Arms website, you'll also be entitled to a free long arm class. Now, it's called foundation, but actually taking it 3 to 6 months after you've got your long arm is a really good time to take it. If you're not, if you are struggling, you can always give us a call, but actually you learn so much. If we've done the training with you, or if you've watched the videos, most people hit the ground running because the training videos are very good. But what we can do on the foundation workshop is give you the background information as to why things are doing what they're doing. And it just fits really well. That's why we sort of do them at regular intervals. But, it's so much easier for us if we can convey things to you in a classroom environment, and you can learn from other people too. We find people very often learn from each other. Other people might be at a different point in their journey or have different experience. They ask different questions from what you might, and you'll learn along the route as well. We're all on our long arm learning curve, including me. The 8th and 9th then are the foundation workshop, and then the 10th is an optional Rulers, Feathers and Fills. Now, Rulers, Feathers and Fills is a great workshop. I'll be doing it with Abigail. And the rulers one, we do things like this, which is an oval. And then I've just added a little dynamic thing to the outside of that. So we have the oval available for the ruler section. We also do, have we got that sample? Oh no, I didn't bring it over. This is the kind of thing you can do with either the slice ruler or the end of the Handy Versa tool. Okay, and again, that's one of the rulers that we use.
With some free motion in the middle. I don't know why I keep
playing with that pen. Right. Put it down. Yeah, so that's just got a ribbon candy in it. I always feel I'm on a competitive ribbon candy thing because Pete's so good at ribbon candy and I'm not.
I haven't practiced much recently.
Yeah, maybe you should do one of those. This is a sample that Abigail did. It's a bit bent there. And this was all done, would you believe it, just using one ruler, which is the mini oval. So it's the same one that I used for that. Now you can mark your base, as I did on this one. It's actually that side's the top. With the Cindy Needham stencils, there's actually chalk marks. You probably can't see because it's pretty faint now. It's been much used for samples. So this is another little thread there. That's just one ruler. Then these Rulers, Feathers and Fills to demonstrate the idea of having fills with ruler work and also dense micro stippling, micro quilting, and a real dense filler, showing that you change the color. This is done mostly using the Versa tool, but also the mini scallop. There we go. So Rulers, Feathers and Fills is a follow-on course because we play more with thread, we play with texture created by different weights of thread, and it's a really nice follow-on. If you're available for, maybe come on the 8th, have a day off and do the 10th, or come on the 9th and 10th. The space is on both of those classes still. So if you'd like to come, just let us know by booking online. The links are on the website, I believe. Oh, here we go. Mini oval. There's the handy Versa tool. That's 22, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And the oval, which is 24. The Versa tool is a great starting ruler. I think even actually Helen Burnham, I saw one of our customers, Helen, who has done some beautiful quilts and works at Calico Kate's over in, I'm having one of those days where I can't remember the names of places. Lampeter. I was near there. I was so tempted to come in, but actually, because I was driving electric, there were no other places for me to charge, and I had to go back by the southwest, by the M4. M4? Yeah, M4, isn't it? I don't know that area very well, but anyway, I didn't stop by Calico Kate, and I was really sad about that. So if you're watching Helen on catch up probably, then thank you very much for that comment about the handy Versa tool, because somebody had asked what rulers to start with or what rulers they would recommend. And it is a really good one to have a go with. And then a long ruler, like the 3x12 or the 2x10 skinny, I think it is, are good long rulers. My personal preference is for the 3x12. Pete disagrees, but that's my preference.
And I prefer the 2x10.
He prefers the 2x10. You see, each to their own. Right, I'm going to move these out of the way because I wanted to talk as well about Pro Stitcher. On our stand and in the classroom, we will have Pro Stitcher and Pro Stitcher Lite, which are the computerized systems for Handy Quilter. So I've got some examples here. I love this one. I've been doing this one for absolutely years. I quite often, oh, there's a mark on the back. There we go. This is the Rocky Road. We've got a cement mixer, dumper truck, and a fire engine. I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. It's a fire engine. I'm reading it in reverse. And that cute little design is done using multi-point on the Pro Stitcher. So you define your area with like a V. You put your 3 different edge-to-edge designs together, and then it just squidges it to fit. I really want to do a little quilt with that on it for little Patrick. Now, who's a bruiser at 1 and a bit, isn't he? Yeah, he's so cute. Now, this is here are some block designs that you can do on Pro Stitcher. So lovely. I love this one. This is a Carly design. It's one of my favorites, as you can see, because it's on this one too. And that one is like, I think that's Harriet Carpanini. I love it. Look at the back of that. I love the way that it,
that's a great design.
When you get stitch build up, you get dimension with that design. Isn't that cool?
It's fabulous.
Yeah, I'll show you the back of these as well. I really like this one. Actually, I like this one too. This is a Kimmy Brunner.
Lift it up. Yeah, nice. It's more like a dahlia.
It is a dahlia. Yeah, that's Kimmy's. I think she likes dahlias. And dahlias. Now, the thing about Pro Stitcher is that Pro Stitcher Lite works with the Moxie and the Simply 16. You can put it on the loft frame, you can put it on a little foot frame for the Pro Stitcher Lite. And with the Pro Stitcher Premium, which is the bigger version, if you like, it works with the bigger machines. You can put it on with the Simply 16, the Amara. If you've got an old Avanti, we can still get that for you as well. And Forte and Infinity. So whatever machine you've got, the computerized system, it's all fully C certified, and we carry stock of a lot of them at any one time. So if you're interested in any of those, having a demo, we've got people who can demo these kind of designs to you at Festival of Quilts. And then if you've done a bit of quilting already with your Pro Stitcher and you want to go a bit further, I do one-on-one sessions like this kind of thing where I've done a frame and fitting things into a 60 degree? Yeah, 60 degree. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. There we go. Oh, and this kind of thing. Yeah, I think with that I just picked a design and did a border around it. I can't remember if that actually might be a table mat design or something. Gosh, I can't remember now. It's a while since I did that one. And back here is the couching I did last week. It's still there.
Available on Catch Up.
Available on Catch Up, that's right. Now, before I go any further, we are so excited. We are so, aren't we, Pete? We're very excited. He doesn't know what I'm
Constantly
talking about.
excited, but I don't know why this time.
Don't make me laugh. We are, because I will never forget last year's Festival of Quilts and seeing the winning quilt by Vendulka Battais with her husband Olivier. It was a joint quilt, a joint collaboration, and in fact we've got a lovely Facebook live that we did from Olive End Patchwork, which is over in Suffolk at Monks Ely. We did that in November last year, and we went and visited, and I did a little interview, and Vendulka had just got her quilt back, the beautiful Our Ladies. And if, as Pete said, you know, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it because it is brilliant. So we've got somebody doing a bit of. Can you close that door? Oh, he's gone off. I don't know where he's gone. He's gone off quite quickly, considering his hamstring is still repairing from last week's or a week before's cricket. So Vendulka is coming here. She is. She's coming here to Pinhole Quilting in October. I have had it on the Pinhole Quilting website for a while, but only just launched it. Partly because we've been mad crazy busy, haven't we, Pete? We're trying to get lots of installations in before Festival of Quilts so that we can then focus on everything else afterwards, and it's quite a lot. We've just been very busy.
Yes, normally there's a bit of a hiatus in machine sales before festival, but that hasn't happened this year. It's been really busy the last few weeks.
That's right.
Sold one of our Seconduser machines this morning.
Yep. And one of the others went that I just mentioned on Facebook only 2 days ago. Yep. It went the next day. So that's amazing. But there is a fantastic, I've just digressed off Vendulka. I was talking about, I'm going to come back to Vendulka. I'm going to just mention Pre-Loved Longarms because it really is amazing how quickly those long arms are going. I know some are more popular than others, of course, but the one that's in March in Cambridgeshire, I hadn't put, but we can offer an extended warranty on that item because it's a relatively, it's a 2017 machine, which is nothing in handy quilter terms. And in terms of the number of stitches it's done, I can't remember how many it is, but it won't be that much. It's not a huge number at all. Now, the lady who's selling it, lovely lady, Liz, a great name, and she is selling it because she wants to upgrade to an Amara. And she's desperate to get that Amara. So she's priced it really, really well. In other words, you'd be getting a bit of a bargain. Honestly,
it's an absolute bargain.
It is.
We just can't understand why we've sold 4 other similar machines, but not that one. What's wrong with you guys?
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? And did you sell the Seconduser add-on to the Little Buddy?
Little Buddy.
The Jenny's.
No, okay. Not yet. No.
So, if somebody did want a Seconduser Little Buddy, I'm looking at Pete, who's behind the camera.
Yes.
Yeah. Then there would be one to fit onto that March Cambridgeshire machine with Liz. And Liz will give you a great demo. She's lovely. She's absolutely lovely. She's one of our favourite customers. So have a look at our Pre-Loved Longarms website. It'd be brilliant if you did. And you'd make her very happy. Vendulka's class. Vendulka. Wonderful, inspiring, talented Vendulka and her husband Olivier run the most incredible patchwork and quilting workshops place and got loads of fabrics as well. Check it out, Monks Ely. Vendulka's coming here. She's going to do a class on raw edge applique. I don't know why that's stopped. Let me have a look. I've probably not done anything on it for a while. Hang on. Let me just get the class description up. Sorry. I thought I'd put an... It's looking for me. I'm looking at the camera too far away. Try me... Ah, there we go. Right. So Vendulka's... Ooh, stop doing that. The workshops with Vendulka are on the 11th of October 2022. You can book either a stand-up or a sit-down. And it's raw edge applique. Embrace the imperfections. Because actually it's not going to be perfect. Do you want to close that door? I don't know where that... Probably isn't picking it up too much, but it's quite a noisy lorry. I don't know what they're doing. The other one is the body warmer and quilted jacket 2-day workshop. Now let me tell you a little bit more about this. It's the peak, it's the other door. More details. So you pay a deposit now, and the total cost, you pay the remainder, which is $225, by the 9th of September. The 12th and 13th of October then, that's a Wednesday and a Thursday. So basically, if you've done this is how Vendulka puts it, if you've done a bit of dressmaking before you started your quilting journey, then you might have dreamt of combining the two and making a quilted jacket. Now, quilted jackets vary, don't they? But the thing about Vendulka is that she's got the most amazing experience in terms of the techniques that she uses and the finish that she achieves. So much so that at the Mancuso World Quilt Show, her quilted jacket won first prize for the UK. So if you're learning from somebody who really knows their stuff. You're going to make a toile. Now, a toile is where, well, if you do dressmaking, you'll know what this is, but I didn't, because I thought a toile was pre-printed fabric, well, a printed fabric of a French traditional country scene in blue or pink. But it turns out there's another meaning for toile, which is a garment that you create that fits perfectly, that you then use as a template for your final piece. So it's normally done in calico. And that's what you're going to do. So you're going to learn how to do that. So these are really good techniques that you're going to learn that will set you in good stead for making jackets in the future too. Now, on the days that we're here, those 2 days, you're not going to do the sleeves, but she will talk you through how to do that. So you'll need to bring your own sewing machine as well as using our long arms. So the long arms will be used to do the free motion quilting through all 3 layers. So you're going to make a quilted jacket, and we'll do some free motion quilting on that. And you'll learn to make the toile, and then on the second day, you're going to be piecing it up. So it's a pretty exciting, I mean, we've never done anything like that. I don't know anybody who's ever done that kind of workshop here, certainly not with multiple people and multiple machines. That's pretty exciting. That is, I'm excited. I did used to make my own clothes when I had time.
And if you've seen any of the pieces that Vendulka has made that are her clothing pieces, they are staggering. Yeah. Some of them appear on the video that Liz was referring to earlier.
They do, actually. Now, you've brought over a book, haven't you, Pete?
Yes, because Jill Pennell has made a couple of comments following your discussion on Pro Stitcher.
Oh, cool. What's she asked?
One of which is she loves the lorries, but then, of course, she would, wouldn't she, Jill?
She would, you see. So, Jill, you've got to do your rocky road for the lorries that you have. So Jill's fascinating. In fact, Jill's one of those people that when I turned up, there was a rehomed European owl in the garden that scared me half to death, actually, but he's lovely. Anyway, Jill, who has appeared on the front cover of, I don't know, Truck Drivers Lorry Monthly or something. I can't remember what it was called. I saw the front cover. It's amazing. She's very glamorous as well. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about Jill. She does both. Okay, so we've got these lorries, just like the Scammell.
She loves her vintage trucks.
She loves her vintage trucks. Army trucks, Scammell, all that sort of thing. And she has the most lovely friend who normally brings her over if she needs to come over this way.
And the other thing she said was her go-to is this book, because it's so much easier to see the designs on Pro Stitcher if you get one of these books. So we've printed out the designs. You can look at them on the tablet, on the computer, but it's much easier to look at them in printed form and choose the design you want.
And can I just say that when I got this printed up, I got it put with like a matte cover and a lovely, really smooth matte paper on the first page. This is a lovely cover. I did that. Isn't that nice? There we go. So you've got a nice reference, you see.
So all the designs that are on your standard Pro Stitcher Premium are in here, so that you can choose the one you want. And of course, all of these can be scaled to whatever design size you want.
There we go. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, you see, you can definitely see them. Jill, that's a really, really good point. Oh, I love that one. Quilted out, you get these incredible thread build-ups in the corners when you multiply it up. Very cool. And that's that spiral, one of those spirals. I love those. I did these on there was a floor mat I did. What I did actually is I cropped them into blocks. That looks really good. There's the Sunflower Delight. Yeah, so anyway, it just goes on and on and on.
So these are the approximately 900, I think it is, standard designs that are in Pro Stitcher Premium.
There's the dump truck before putting on the rocky roads. Little seeds packet for the gardeners. There's the fire truck. And I really like the flower pots. And what you can do in Pro Stitcher is you can cut those out individually. So you could have a whole load of those joined together, or a whole load of those joined together, or a whole load of those. So any of these elements, like the seeds packet, you could just crop that start and end using the Pro Stitcher. And then you can put just that element into your quilt. Clever, isn't it? Okay. I haven't done any stitching, Pete.
I didn't know you were planning to.
Well, I wasn't, but I just feel like I missed out. Last week I did all the couching. So if you missed last week's, check out the couching. I did lots of stitching last week. So it's been very talky this week, but that's because we've got lots to discuss. Lots and lots to discuss. We are going to have those discounts for the over £50 order, and that new product, we're going to be working till the midnight hours, and we'll be getting that up ready for tomorrow, won't we, Pete?
We will.
Okay. There you go. That's been decided. That's how we make decisions. That's what we'll do. Anything else to report, Mr. Holpin, before we sign off?
No, I don't think so. Everybody's
afternoon?
either gone to sleep or they're just fascinated by your talk today, Liz.
I think...
Because it says lots of people are watching, but they're not really making many comments.
I will be live next Friday, the one just prior to Festival, and I'll be live at Festival. So if you see me walking around with a fluffy dead cat, you know who I am. And it'll probably be sort of put together with a bit of tape and stuff. I normally have it on like a selfie stick, doing interviews as I walk around, because that's a lot of fun to do. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you. Oh, we've got the classroom, and there's still some places left on the Saturday afternoon.
And the Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, Friday afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, there's 4 of them are sold out, and there's 3 that've got a few places left.
That's
definitely right. Sunday morning. That'll be the quiet morning. So if you want to have a nice, quiet, chilled out cappuccino, come along to Festival of Quilts, come and see us, go to the class and see Linda and Abigail, and just come along and see us. We're right by the entrance. You come in through the entrance, VIP area, programs. The Handy Quilter classroom with 8 machines in it is just behind where you get the program from, and then the Handy Quilter stands just to the left of that. Well, if everything comes out. It will. It will. At the moment, we've got a lot to do, so we better crack on, and we catch up with you later. It's going to be a warm week in the UK next, well, it is where we are. It's going to be a very warm week. 30, 31, and 30, I think it says. So it's Celsius. Which
is about 90 Fahrenheit, I think.
That's hot. I'm smiling.
For us in the UK, that's quite hot.
Pete loves it when it's hot. His half Italian genes love it.
So for those of you who can't make Festival, don't forget, you can have access to all the same offers that we're doing at Festival of Quilts.
Absolutely.
Be on our website, including this thread box. I'll just show you this one again.
Yep, perfect.
So 10 of our most popular colours together with the Super Satchel. Save £10 and get post free on this and every other order over £50 for the next 3 weeks starting tomorrow.
Yes. I'm just wondering if I've missed anybody, but I don't think I did, other than the fact that you might also see Mark, our operations manager at Festival of Quilts. He's probably going to be joining us in the mornings and helping us get started in the morning. But other than that, I think that's it. I'm going to sign off and crack on with some other things. My long list of to-dos. Have a wonderful weekend. It's lovely to see you all, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch up with you in 1 week's time. Bye now. Happy quilting.